and head coach Jim Roth of Southern Columbia. Coach, congratulations on a big win here tonight, 24-7. Coach, just share your thoughts on the game overall, please.
Well, it was a tough, hard-fought game. And coming into it, when you play in the Eastern Final, you're generally playing somebody from out of the area that you're not familiar with, and you're trying to evaluate a team against talent and opponents that you're not familiar with. So, they looked like a pretty good team on film. And tonight we found out, especially up front, they were very good up front. They had a good scheme against us. It was definitely one of the toughest teams that we played against all year as far as being able to move the ball consistently against. So, as it went on there in the first half, not a lot of offense, and we end up 7-7. Had the one other opportunity where we drove the ball down and got fairly close. I think we were, down inside the 20, and things didn't work out. We didn't get a score there. Was hoping that wouldn't cost us, down the road. But really talked to the team about some of the things they were doing defensively, reminding our guys what we needed to do offensively, especially up front in the line. And then defensively, we just talked about doing a better job of tackling and being more aggressive. Even though we only gave up one score, we felt we weren't playing our best football defensively in the first half. And then reminded them about the fact that this team has been a very strong second half team. In fact, their last couple playoff games, they scored a lot of points in the second half and really turned close games into easy wins. So, we were figuring that we were going to have our hands full in the second half. But again, the way it played out, I can't say enough about the way our defense played. Overall, to hold them to one score, but particularly to come out in the second half and knowing that we were going to get their best shot and to be able to get a shutout in the second half, that was just a huge effort from our defense.
Thank you, Coach, and congratulations.
Thanks, Larry.
How does it feel to play for number 15
well,
next week?
Yeah, it's it's one of those things that even though it's been a long time and it's been over a long period of time being in these state championship games, I still kind of look back and I'm amazed from time to time when I think about what we've been able to accomplish, and really proud of this group, because after falling off last year and losing, not only losing to a good football team, but the way we lost, that was very disheartening, the way the season ended. And I can't say enough about the way these guys responded this year. Used it as motivation, worked in the offseason, had the goals, because a lot of these guys that are starters were starters on that team last year, the majority of them. So they just did a great job of using that as motivation, and they stayed on track and stayed focused all year. And I'll tell you what, I think it hurt us just a little bit tonight that we were tight. I think we felt a lot of pressure in this game, and I've talked about it here earlier that sometimes you have a tendency, being through a lot of these, sometimes you have a tendency to feel more pressure in the semifinal game than you do in the finals, because it's like, you're fighting and you're playing to get to that big game and have an opportunity to win a state title. Once you get there, it's right in front of you. So there's no looking ahead or what if, you just go and play the game. But semifinal game, sometimes I've seen this before. Some years I feel like we experience a little more pressure in the semifinal game than any game in the playoffs, including the championship game.
I said to some of your players that every week I walk across the field, I hear the other team crying, so I call you guys dream killers. How does that feel?
It is what it is, but everybody's gunning for you, whether it's the regular season or the playoffs. And this year, even though we dropped off a little bit last year and obviously didn't have a state title run, through the regular season, some of our tough games were battles, and I think that's helped us in the long run be better prepared at this point. But it's something that we're very proud of, because a lot of times when you beat some of these teams, especially in the playoffs, a lot of these programs have been kind of building up to that point for a number of years. They might have a group of seniors that have been together in starters for 2 or 3 years, and again, it's a build up, and to keep winning consistently at this level, can't be prouder of the guys and the coaches and the program, what we've been able to do. But again, this particular group to bounce back the way they did, after 1 year, just a lot of pride and appreciation for how they handled things and what they were able to do, after the way things ended for us last year.
Absolutely. You guys are a lot of fun to watch. You guys don't really have that one guy.
Right.
But man, you guys play a hell of a team game of football. So it's an honor and a privilege to watch you guys play.
Well, thank you. Thanks a lot.
And good luck next week, and we'll see you at Cumberland Valley.
All right. Thank you.